Today, we're going to go above and beyond even what we've done before. We're going to go skill level 10,000 across the board including luck, which should make for a pretty extraordinary farm. Basically, it's as simple as that. Level 10,000 across the board, and then I'm going to play through a few days legitimately in the game just to see what happens. We're going to start off with my favorite attribute, luck. By the way, the best way to boost my skills at this point is to actually eat an item such as the lucky lunch to boost an attribute, that way I can raise it by 4 every time instead of 1. Even then, this is going to take a long time. I've only just hit level 600 in luck. I need to go to 10,000 with this and then 5 other attributes. And there it is, luck level 10,000. Now I only have to do that 5 more times and I'm really looking forward to this. So there's farming, there's mining, and there's foraging, and there's fishing. I've already run into something of a problem. There's no food to boost your combat skill +3, so I need to go one by one through combat, so it's only going to go to a simple 1,000. And that's close enough for me. We're probably not going to do any combat in the first few days anyway, so I really don't care. We're also going to have every available perk to make my character as wonderful as possible. Now, let's unfreeze time and play through 5 days to see how much money we can possibly make. By the way, in order to get my skills that high, I had to press the plus key 13,500 times before even starting this video. My strategy to start is going to be pretty simple. I'm going to run around and clear the entire field before Robin's closes, that way I can sell her all the possible ingredients, get as much money as possible, and plant as many things as possible on the first day. And every time I break a stone, I tend to get a lot of coal. I've gotten 38, 40 already. Plus, all the trees are going to give me extra wood. They're going to take a little bit of extra effort to cut down, but that's okay. I've got infinite energy, so we've got lots of time. I am going to plant these parsnips right away because I need them out of my backpack, so I have a little more room to carry a little more items. I'm not actually sure if Robin can buy coal or not. I'm going to have to give myself a little extra time because if she can't, I need to take it all the way down to Clint, which is at the opposite end of town. And I need to plant my other seeds too to get them out of the way. I think pretty much anything else I can carry on myself. I only care about carrying the items that are worth money at this point. I'm going to head to Robin's right now at 2:40 just in case I need a little bit of extra time to run around because I do also need to stop at Pierre's also to buy seeds for today. Buying seeds today is very important. Demetrius is admiring his favorite plant. Robin, what can I sell to you? She won't buy the coal, so I think I can still make it to Clint in time. The stone is worth 90, the wood is worth 480, the fiber 51, the hardwood 176. I got hardwood because of one of my perks. I should have time to make it all the way to Clint and then back to Pierre, but if not, I will just warp there because we'll pretend I timed that better. I did also waste 2 hours first thing this morning before I boosted my skills. Apparently it's worthwhile to be a coal farmer. There's 1,350 gold just from that, so we already have 2,647 just to spend on seeds. Which is going to turn into pure parsnips. I'm not going to enjoy watering these very much, but we can buy 132 and that's going to be profit, plus a sap, plus an acorn, so a few more. Thanks to our incredible skills, we're able to buy 136 parsnips. Normally that would be a nightmare to water because of all the energy you would use, but since I have basically unlimited energy, it's no problem. And for the rest of today, since I don't really have anything better to do, I'm basically going to clear up my field to get as much value as I can out of everything. The one thing I really hate currently is not having any upgraded tools. I've got to do everything one by one. There's definitely not enough time in the day to do what I want to do. I am going to finish planting my parsnips, hopefully watering them. Whatever time is left after that, we'll go into chopping wood and breaking rocks. Rocks seem to be worth the most money at this point thanks to that coal. At this point, I'm actually wondering to myself, is it worth it to even plant parsnips at this point, or should I be breaking rocks and mining the coal instead? I might be able to make a lot more money off those. Whatever the case, next time I'm going to buy a different crop because it's not going to be a lot of fun to water hundreds of these every day. The final parsnips have been planted, still need to water them, 12:30 AM, so I might be able to break a few rocks before falling asleep. And I can just pass out anywhere out here because I regain energy from my movements, so passing out doesn't matter. 1:30 AM, gonna get the crop watered, gonna try and make it to the bin, throw everything in before passing out, but I'm gonna be cutting it close. But I made it, with 10 minutes to spare. I'm just gonna sell literally everything because tomorrow we're gonna get a whole bunch more. Only 391 gold for whatever was left, that's still not bad. 1 crow today, that's not the end of the world. For some reason, it would not let me craft scarecrows yesterday. Today I have it because I leveled up overnight, presumably. Anyways, I gotta get to watering. 2 crows, my mistake. I really regret not doing cauliflower already. I would have had far less to water. 10 AM to water the crops, that's not too bad. I do want to buy more seeds today. Definitely cauliflower because I want to do less watering. I'm going to spend the rest of this day roughly half and half. I'm going to spend a few hours clearing some debris, gathering some items to make some money, then I'm going to buy seeds from Pierre, then go get my fishing rod from Willy so I can fish the day away. Before I do anything else, it's Scarecrow time. That's going to go roughly right in the middle of my crop. That way I can protect as much as possible. I don't know if it's going to quite reach that corner, but it's going to be close. I don't care if I lose a few anyway. Check the mail for stuff from Willy, because without this we can't get our rod. And with that, let's go do our loop. Sell some stuff to Robin, circle down to What's-His-Face to sell the coal, back to Pierre, get those crops, get the fishing rod. Right, Tuesdays are a thing. This player may have the skills, but he's still lacking the knowledge. And looking at it, I don't feel like I have enough coal to justify going all the way down to Clint to sell it, so I'm just going to throw it in the bin for overnight. I'm going to sell what I can to Pierre right now, everything else in the bin, which actually isn't much, but cauliflower. Also, before going further any forward, we're going to make a chest to store our surplus items in, because we're going to start making fertilizer for that cauliflower. And that's going to go over here and look something like that. And on the off chance this is something amazing, 3 mixed seeds, that's something, I can at least plant these. I'm going to put all my tools in here because I'm going fishing for the rest of the day. I shouldn't need this much room, but on the off chance I catch a variety of qualities of fish, I just want to be sure I can accommodate. So I guess you need to hit the beach before like 5 o'clock, because I showed up here and definitely didn't get the rod. So this is all going well considering. I guess I'm going to go back to my farm and clear it again. We'll get the rod tomorrow because I don't really have a choice. Checking the garbage cans on our way back. Alex approves. And of course a few forageables along the way. Everything is iridium quality, again because I have every perk ever because I'm amazing. All that stuff in the bin. Now it's just a matter of kind of prioritizing what I want to harvest. I think I'm going to go for rocks and coal mostly because I think that's going to be the highest value. If there's not an abundance of those, I'll just start cutting down whatever else I can. Just about that time already, so I'm going to make my way up to the bin and throw everything in so overnight I can get the actual value of it. Tomorrow I can get the fishing rod and don't have to water because it's the 3rd of spring. Geode I'm just going to toss in there because I don't feel like processing things. And I was so close. Even god farmers need sleep. Value for the day, 3,200 gold. That's not too bad considering. There's a quick breakdown of everything. 3,200 gold for just farm stuff. The beautiful rain. Well, let's go get our fishing rod and catch a whole bunch of fish worth a whole bunch of money. Today, Willy actually seems to be here, so we're off to a good start. When he opens at 9, we might even go for the better rod. That way we can catch more fish. I think we're going to do that. We're going to fish right here until he opens, and then we're going to move to the mountain lake because we get much better fish there. Okay, so it turns out that having your fishing level this high kind of breaks fishing. I can't actually get that lure to stay in the water. So fishing might be out of the question, or I might need a better rod. But now I'm going to leave the area and come back because as you can hear, the game thinks I'm fishing. And the game still thinks I'm fishing. Is there any way to make this stop? Because this sound is going to get very annoying. Well, the one time I didn't actually expect to break the game, I once again broke it. Oh wait, we were kind of allowed to fish there, but he automatically reels in like that. Willy, I need a better fishing rod. The one you gave me just isn't working. Fiberglass rod, only 1,800 gold, money well spent. Assuming it actually works, which it might not. We do also need some bait with that. We're going to catch no more than say 40 fish today. Let's hope this one stays in the water, because if not, that was a waste of money and we'll just go cut more stuff down on our farm, I guess. Fishing at the ocean still doesn't work, so we're going to head to the mountain lake and just hope for some reason that it happens to work there. And fishing still doesn't work. As soon as that lure hits the water, he automatically reels it in. So for anyone out there, fishing level 1000 is about the limit you're going to want to hit. Anything above that kind of breaks it. It's just going to be a fun day of clearing debris on my farm and listening to the sound of a rod reeling in, endlessly. One of the other things I'm going to do today, just to break up the monotony a little bit, is go collect all the forageables I can and also hoe up all the worm spots in case I find something remarkably expensive. Seeing as I have such amazingly high luck, you just never know what we're going to find. All I'm going to bring is my hoe, that way I can collect as many forageables as possible. Artifact spot number 1. Rocks. Definitely worth my time. I guess for the first time ever, I should probably take advantage of those little yellow arrows I finally have on my screen to point me towards the forageables. I'll know if there's any here or not very quickly. For example, I already know that there's 2 left, one of which is here and one is down to the right, probably near the blacksmith. Worms on the beach. 2 gold ore. Managed to get a piece of bread from one of the garbage cans that's going to be worth a little bit of gold. A total of 9 spring onions today. I thought there might be a little more considering my outrageous luck and skills, but 9 is still better than 0. Not nearly as many forageables as I would have liked scattered around the world, but that's still some value and it still got me off the farm for a little bit. Boring stuff into the bin. Gonna spend the rest of this exciting day clearing more of the field. The end of another very exciting day. Not too bad for materials though. 67 coal. We know that's going to be worth some money. Could play till I pass out, but the sound of that reel is really driving me nuts. So we're going to get the value of everything overnight, which is 4,400 gold, which is pretty outrageous considering all we did was cleared our field. And I'm now very wisely going to restart the game so I don't have to listen to the reel anymore. Wow, this sounds so much better I can't even begin to tell you. That reel was driving me nuts. Anyways, the parsnips are ready to go, so let's see what these are worth. I guess we didn't really need to use the fertilizer on the other crops. I never really considered that, but we're actually finding a pretty odd variety. I thought these would all be gold quality considering our farming skill is over 10,000. But we're finding almost 50% gold and 50 regular. But then again, for some odd reason, every time we harvest a parsnip, we're getting two. We're getting one gold quality and one regular. Because we're such amazing farmers now that we find two of everything. Oh, I definitely won't complain with that. We ended up with a total of 151 gold quality, 151 regular quality. And I assume that really is just simply because my farming skill is so high that I'm just getting extras. While we're waiting for Pierre's to open, we're just gonna check the garbage cans. And we even found ourselves an omelet in George's garbage can. That's gonna be worth a few bucks. Alright, Pierre, how much are these worth? 151 gold quality is 8,600. Regular quality 5,700. Plus that stuff, the omelet is 125, so we're up to 20,257 gold. 20,257 on day 4 after harvesting the parsnips. But that's actually as far as I'm going to take this, because without fishing, this kind of ruins the idea. If we had fishing, we would have made hundreds of thousands of gold already, and if we can't fish, no point in doing this because we can't get the maximum effect. But it was a fun idea while it lasted.